Greetings comic fans, this is Kamikaze Guy with a second video detailing highlights from his talked about myself in the third person, oh dear, that's not good. Detailing highlights from my Silver Age collection. I took a number of titles and pulled out some select copies, but there was quite a few of them in the end, so I'm going to split this into two videos. Each one doing 2 titles a piece, otherwise we'll all be here for ages. I know some of you like that, but it's going to be dinner time soon, and then since it's me it's going to have to make it, I'm going to split this in half. Right, so we're going to start off with The Flash 116, The Man Who Stole Central City. I don't have all of these. I think I've got about 60 or 70 scattered across volume 1 of The Flash. No great runs at all yet, but I will get around to it. We have number 132. Now The Flash is the heaviest man alive. I noticed when looking at the covers of The Flash, he has some pretty whacked out stories. Just going by what it says on the cover, there's always someone transforming him into, like this one, issue 133, into what looks like a wooden robot. I'm sure there's another one where he seems to be melting, one where he's turned inside out, and there's got the one with the giant head. I can't wait to read those. Some of them which I've already got. It's not the first appearance, but I think it's the second or the third of the Trickster, which I kind of take to be the Flash's version of the Joker. It's a very... I'm not too sure about the costume. That's judging it by today's standards. But if you've ever seen the 90s TV series where Mark Hamill plays the Trickster, his costume's even, well, not so worse than that, but more outlandish than that. I think from there you can... I haven't worked out whether Mark Hamill voiced the Joker in the animated series before he played the Trickster in the TV series. So perhaps one influenced the other. But it's really interesting to see him actually play a Joker-esque type character in the live action show. And next we have, they always put the stamp right by the number, 147. Which when I first got this I thought, oh no, it's not Flash of Two Worlds. They do seem to reuse the style of cover quite a bit. So it's the Flash with the Reverse Flash. I've not read any Reverse Flash stories yet, but I'm trying to work out how that works. Does that mean he does everything incredibly slowly? Or is it just because his suit is the colour opposite of the Flash's? I suppose I've got that to look forward to. Next is 179, Fact or Fiction. It's quite a self-referential cover there. Uh, 253. Oh yeah, this is the melting one. Poor Flash. Didn't I put him through it, didn't they? It's not the Green Cross Code Man, is it? Is it McDonald's Man? No, I don't know who it is. Most of these I haven't actually read. I'm collecting them fast and I can actually read them. Next is black on the dark part of the cover. 263. Hurry, Flash. Who tells the Flash to hurry? I think you know that naturally. And then 275. I'm presuming there's going to be a few guest appearances in this one. Zap, you're dead. Who says stuff like that? Only in the comics. I have 280. Buzz off, Flash. They're all polite, these bad guys, aren't they? Stay, damn you. She doesn't look too worried. Oh, I'm doing just fine, it's her speaking. You know, guess what he's got in his mind? Looks like a bad tackle from Ronaldo. Right, and the last one for Flash at the moment is number 281, another with the reverse flash, which could be taken as quite graphic for the time. Split right down the middle. Don't know if there's the obligatory one-liner like that one from The Running Man, which escapes me for now. It's a small section of Flash because I don't have that many. I do have a big chunk of Volume 2. There you go, there's Flash. Right. In my first video I showed you some of my Fantastic Four. I did say that when I started collecting, about the third time, maybe the fourth, I started collecting Fantastic Four and Spiderman, so here's some Spidey. Number 40, not a brilliant copy, put you in the corner, but a bit of a key issue. The end of the Green Goblin and the unmasking of Norman Osborn. Number 39. Now, an iconic cover, if ever was one. Is that? Yes, it is. It's the first John Romita, isn't it? Just wonder how many variations there have been on this compose over the years. Fair few, I think. There's no a Deadpool one. Probably. There's quite a few. Just comparing the colouring on the left on the logo. Right, and 38. The Last Ditko. Now, I'm sure I heard a story about this one, that before this came out he's actually already left because the cover is made from, well, not offcuts, but illustrations from previous comics. So it's just a bit of a cut and paste job, really. It's, so it's become quite iconic in itself, this cover. And this one, not too bad a copy either. If we jump a few now, I do have all the intervening ones, but there we go to number 34. Nice cover there of Craven, except for the 2.5 pence, I think, written on there. And the £110 sticker, that's not what I paid for it. I've been close to that a couple of times on some issues, but not this one. I have a iconic cover, number 33, the final chapter. That just screams out drama and tension, doesn't it? A very simple illustration. 32, Man on a Rampage. Spidey goes nuts. Meanwhile, Aunt May is at death's door. Well, don't worry, Spidey, because it won't be the last time. I'm sure someone knows how many times Aunt May's been at death's door. Okay, number 30. Now, it took me quite a while to get this one, and I'm still not sure why. It's the Claws of the Cat. No, it's the Cat Burglar one. Is that the same cat that comes back round in the 260s? I don't know. I suppose I have to read them to find out. Number 29. Never Step on the Scorpion. Not too bad, but pen mark on it. I'll scrap out that just to write 1 shilling, whatever it is. If people knew then what we know now. Right, number 28. Molten Man. Yeah, another one that took me quite a while to get, but it's the origin of Molten Man. Probably would look quite striking in a nice new glossy cover, but fortunately not on the one I've got. Now, number 27, Bring Back My Goblin to Me. This is one of the few I bought when I first had them. They were slabbed. This is a PGX, graded 4, off-white to white. There's also a bit of kind of rippling, like you get with water damage, but it doesn't, it feels like it, but you can't really see on the pages. I took it out of the slab because I find the whole thing of slabbing books sort of questionable, in the sense that you can't read them. But I'm thinking of doing a separate video just talking about CGC and the pros and cons of that. So I'll move on from there now. Number 23, Goblin and the Gangsters. I think I had this quite a while before I actually realised the Goblin was on it. When I was hunting through eBay, some other sites, and in London looking for these, I was just concentrating on the issue number. And I think I don't know when it was actually. I think when I actually put them all together the first time in the box and look, you know, you look at the numbers together, you know, oh, I've got a nice run of 8 or so, and it's a Goblin in this one. I need to pay more attention. Right, issue 20. This one always makes you think of the 60s comic, but of course it was the other way. Was it? Did he do that? It's where he's got his arms up and he's all covered in web. Alright, not the same pose at all, but similar. Number 19. Now this is very reminiscent of the cartoon series, mostly because of that pose. And every time I look at it, I can hear the web zipping sound. I'm assuming that's just me. Okay, number 18. Sandman. Not a brilliant one, this one. Nice rusty staples. A few chunks off around the edges. But I'd rather have that than have a gaping hole in the collection. Pardon me. Number 17. This was, I think, one of the last 10 I got. Although I'm still missing 2. 1 and 2, obviously. Damn it. But this is, yeah, one of the last ones to get. Just look at the difference in colour. Quite striking on this one. And it, I think these are primary colours, it really brings it out. Number 16. Daredevil. Now for some reason, someone decided to cut out the Ringmaster. The Ringmaster. I'll ask you. Is he a recurring character? No, perhaps this. I know why would someone would do that. I've looked at complete copies of this, and the difference in price that I pay for this and for the price of those is that I'll set off with this for now. Number 15, First Craven the Hunter. And that wasn't there. No, it wasn't. And the Communion, which we find out there's a connection between the two, but I'm not sure what stories are on it, mate. Is it Last Hunt? You find out they're connected. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that. Okay, number 13. Oh, I do have number 14, but I'm saving that for a particular video, a specifically themed video. So stay tuned for that one. It's one of those white page covers. Obviously not so white anymore, but nicely complete and intact. And it's the first Mysterio, which is I think one of my favourite Spiderman villains. Not least of all because of the goldfish bowl in his head. Okay, number 12. Oh, very ropey copy of number 12. Complete but very, very soft. It's either been well loved or well abused, I can't tell which. Okay. Number 11. There's a stamp on here, I'm sure there is. But all I can make out is an 8. Some giveaway there, like from libraries somewhere in London during the 60s. I'm trying to look them up, but such luck. Okay, number 10. It's another one with a piece missing. Again, it was either they printed out obviously a filament and stuck it in. It's not stuck to the board, it's just slipped in to fill in the gap. Again, it's a case of having this one and having it, or not having it. But you know my choice. Okay, number 9, First Electro. This also was another slabs one. Oh, yeah, that was the first one was a PJ. This was CGC 3.5. Again, I think off-white to white pages. which, as far as I'm concerned, is very nice. It'll do me fine, thank you. Another one, a small chunk out. I got this one from eBay and actually a few others from a lady, I think, whose partner had died and she was selling off his collection. So they were going for actually, pennies, just a few pounds. So I was able to fill a few spaces quite cheaply. But then again, I got the joy of having to upgrade these once all my other series are complete. You can go back and revisit them and kind of start all over again. Number 7. I'm not quite sure if the colour's faded on this or it's meant to be slightly dull. All the other pictures I've seen on eBay and that look, kind of dull in that manner. But it's the second Vulture. I'm not sure about the Vulture, whether he's an effective villain or not. But he's not as bad as Sandman. Okay, number 6, the first Lizard. I got this a few years ago in Whatever Comics in Canterbury. And it's, well, perfect's too strong a word, but it's a very nice copy. The only flaw it has is around this mark where it's been torn and kind of concertinaed up. So it's like someone's not being very careful and they've been put it in a bag, or maybe it was once in a thicker mylar and it's just ripped in just that inch or so. But the rest of it is lovely. Thank you very much. And we have number 5. First Doctor Doom and Spiderman. Obviously not the first Doctor Doom. We have another chunk out because that's from the same lady. Unfortunate, yes, but also a nice price. So I love that. Number 4. First Sandman. Yeah, there's very few flaws with this, but it's complete. It's all there. Finally, number 3. The first Doctor Hook. Oh, if you knew now what we know then, what we know now. Is that right? This has got a nice copy. This was one of the ones that I have paid a free figure sum for. But again, it was comparing the grade this was given and this price compared to eBay and other retailers, it was a bargain. So, snapped it right up. Well, that wasn't too long at all, was it? 17 minutes. Right, well, that's the end of part 1. I'll come back shortly with part 2. I might tell you what they're going to be now. There will be X-Men Volume 1. Well, what is it? My God, the brain's not working today. Pre-Giant Size 1 issues. And Captain America era Tales of Suspense. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you're going to look forward to the next one with those issues in. Me waffling on and confusing myself and losing what I'm talking about, and all those other silly mistakes that I make every single day. Okay, goodbye for now.